all you boppers out there. No matter what time of day it is, we hope you're feeling fabulous. I'd like to welcome you to the Tell Me a Story podcast. We here at UUMC believe that storytelling is a groovy way to get to know the people around you. Don't know where to start? Don't sweat it. We'll get that ball rolling for you by throwing out a couple of conversation starters and having a little chat. But remember, it's not just about our story, it's about yours. So if you connect with something we're sharing, go ahead and pause. Share with the people around you. Maybe you're riding shotgun, joining you for dinner, or catching some rays down at the beach. And you know, if you're down to share, lay them on us. We'd love to hear. If you happen to be watching on YouTube, you can just leave them in the comment section down below. We've got another Out of Sight episode for you today. We have Teresa, Alicia, and Unju Jazz to share some of their favorite songs to jam out to and just some of their favorite memories about song. It's going to be a great episode, and we hope you enjoy.
So, Teresa, what was your first concert?
My first concert that I remember was when I was in a first-year college student, and I went to see Tori Amos, and I loved it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know Tori Amos. That's like from a long time ago.
I don't. What was it like? What did you like about it?
It was really good. I was sharing this with some other people earlier that some of my favorite like girl power singer-songwriters actually have United Methodist roots. Tori Amos's dad was a United Methodist pastor. Lucinda Williams, Americana singer-songwriter. That's right. Her grandfathers were both Methodist pastors. And then Tori Amos was just an early memory, but actually my favorite concerts, I have a lot of them, but some of them have been when I've been able to go see the Indigo Girls, which of course Emily Salyer's dad, Don Salyers, is a sacred musician and pastor in the United Methodist Church. But that one of my favorite Indigo Girls concerts was to see them live at, what is it called, Red Rocks Amphitheater outside of Denver, and they played with the with the Denver Symphony, and Mary Chapin Carpenter opened. It was amazing.
Oh my God, I would have loved to see that. That sounds so cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Unju, do you have a favorite concert?
My favorite concert is actually at Luling. They every summer before COVID, they used to have a watermelon festival, Luling Watermelon Festival.
That's right.
And the one that I went, I was 6 months pregnant. Went to Sam Smith concert. He actually came.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was my first time encounter with that singer. I'm like, man, that is so cool, and we had fun. Who'd have thought that you can hear him? You could hear him at the small town watermelon festival.
Yeah.
They get around, those musicians.
Yeah. So that was my favorite concert.
I love that.
Yeah. What about you, Alicia? What is your favorite concert?
I don't know. Something I just remembered is that I went to a Beto rally, and at the end of the rally, Leon Bridges, or maybe it was the beginning, Leon Bridges sang, and that was
awesome.
that was a really cool
Nice.
experience. Yeah. It was fun. People were
I saw
dancing.
Leon Bridges at Stubbs. It was a fantastic concert.
Yeah.
He's so good. Such a good performer.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Okay, we'll go.
All right, I have a question. Unju, tell us about a song, it can be secular or sacred, that is closely tied to a memory.
Okay, I have to say Rock of Ages hymn tune. That's my mother's lullaby for both me and my sister. And it's very dear to me, that hymn tune. And later on, I commissioned one of my friends to write organ piece on it, and I premiered it in Austria.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. Yeah, but it's Rock of Ages is mine.
What was the arrangement like?
It was in 4 sections, like baby, all calm, and all of a sudden I'm going through the puberty, all stormy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
I love it.
and then mature area, and then it goes back to the quiet,
Oh.
the choral like Rock of Ages.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so it had my life. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I can't top that, so don't ask me that question. I haven't commissioned anything in Austria.
All right. Oh, what about you, Alicia? I mean,
Yeah, the two that I thought of were both like closing on chapter songs. my high school choir director was like a very important person in my life, which makes sense. Stephen Vano. And when he was, when I was graduating, he was also leaving and moving because his wife was a pastor and she had gotten a call. And so they were moving to, I think, Virginia. And he sang to us, oh gosh, the song just left my mind as I was telling the story. Wait, let me think for a second. It's a Beatles song. I Will. Who knows how long I've loved you?
Oh,
You know I love you still. Will you wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful, and we all cried. He used to do it as like a warm-up for us as well, so we like all sang it together as he was getting ready to leave. And when I left my position at the middle school, I sang Landslide with my kiddos. That was the last song that we sang together.
That's great.
I'm getting older. You're getting older. That's really beautiful. Yeah.
What about you, Teresa? You got to answer. So.
I have to answer it. It's just hard because there's so many songs. I was just talking about the Indigo Girls, so Closer to Find, singing that with my college friends. That's always a warm memory. And there's so many secular and sacred songs tied to memories for me. It's hard to choose. When I was carrying Claire, when I was pregnant, we sang and read all the time, and then when she was born, of course, did too. And I would sing some hymns like Fairest Lord Jesus and Hymn of Promise as kind of lullabies or just while I was nursing. And so a lot of those songs I just know by heart, in large part because I sang them to my daughter when she was a baby.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Lullabies.
I'm not going to sing them to you, though.
Lullabies have such an important place in our hearts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dad wrote me a lullaby
Oh.
that I,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
How precious.
yeah, it was really pretty.
That's beautiful.
Precious.
Well, even that Beatles song.
Alicia Raquel Viatriel,
Oh,
la más bonita niña. Yeah, it's
the
pretty.
most beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not crying.
Even that Beatles song could be a nice lullaby.
Yeah.
Okay, Eugene.
All right. My question is to you, Alicia. What song would you pick as your theme song?
So I think the answer I've settled on for this, which feels like a tone shift in this conversation, is do you guys know the song "Soulmate" by Lizzo?
I know Lizzo, but I don't know that
Sing
I know
it
the
for
name
us.
of it.
We don't go by titles here.
The chorus. Okay, let me sing some Lizzo. Okay.
I'll get my flute out.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Cause I'm my own soulmate.
Oh, yeah.
I know how to love me. I know that I'm always gonna hold me down. Yeah, it's good. I'm never lonely. I know I'm a queen because I can wear my crown. It's great. The verses are just all about like not finding purpose and worth and identity in your relationships, and instead like seeking that inner purpose and identity and worth, and knowing that your worth is inherent. So it's a really powerful song for me coming out of some bad relationships in the past.
That's
And
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good reminder.
Loving yourself is why is that one of the hardest things?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I think, and what I love about it is like, it is an anthem for people who are going through like a difficult transition, but also it's like a really good song to come back to as like a reminder that even when you are in good relationships, like you don't need to stay in them because like you will always be inherently worthy in and of yourself.
That is so true.
And like knowing that you have that freedom, I feel like enables you to maintain good relationships because you're not clinging.
That's beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah.
I feel like that's like so much, I don't know, just a really healthy way of thinking, of living through some hard times. When you were talking, Alicia, I was thinking of when I was younger and had gone through some bad breakups and some albums that just were, they were just so close to my heart going through those. And if you've ever heard Sean Coleman's, one of her entire albums, what is it called? I can't remember the name of it. It's going to drive me crazy. But it's almost like every single song on that album you can tell that she herself has just gone through a breakup. It's like, you know, get out of my head, and, you know, go back to your mom and go back to high school. I mean, it's just so good. And then Lucinda Williams also has, like, I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the locks on the front door. I mean, just this, like, kind of angry, like, living through the beginning of it. So those are some of the songs that I just remember being anthems during certain seasons of my life.
Yeah.
A Few Small Repairs, that's what it is.
Oh.
Sean Coleman's A Few Small
That's a
Repairs.
great title.
If you don't know that
Small
album,
Repairs.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
That makes sense.
And I think she lives in South Austin.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Girl.
What about you?
Cool.
You got a theme song?
Well, it's not a theme song, but okay, I may sound very, very nerdy. So, okay, so I'm gonna give you my favorite song.
Yeah.
So my favorite piece is classical piece, Beethoven's Symphony No. 7, Movement 2.
Okay.
And it's very nerdy.
Hum the theme for us.
I bet it's smart and sophisticated, not nerdy.
Go find it on YouTube.
Okay,
That'd be
that's
great.
fine.
Yes, yes. But it's a very calm, very sad minor tone. I used to have
What's the time signature?
It's a march.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yes.
a march.
But
Interesting.
march theme. But it's actually it's called. I googled it. It's actually funeral march.
Yeah.
So they play it during the
Is the
funerals.
key signature, or is it also minor?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it would be,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I listened to this a lot when I was going through postpartum depression.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I mean, I quit everything
Yeah.
for 4 years
Wow.
when I had a baby. Because
Oh,
I
that's
decided, you know, I
sweet.
want to raise this baby, you know.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, oh my God, I'm not Unji anymore.
And you
I'm
didn't,
somebody's
so you
mom.
didn't play music during that time?
I once a week
Oh, wow.
at the church.
Yeah.
That was it.
For
Yeah.
subsistence instead of joy.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
oh my
So
God.
everyone listening to this is going to...
Well, I don't know.
Well, no, I was going to say after they listen to this, they're going to get on YouTube, and it's Beethoven's 7th Century.
Seventh Symphony, Movement 2. Yes. It starts with a very lonely cello. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, da-da-dun, da-din, da-dum, ba. And then I can't sing anymore.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then eventually, towards the end, all the instruments join in, and it gives a triumphant, like, glorious ending, even though it's in minor.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Well,
that's
that's so-
how I feel like, yes.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
sounds like a beautiful theological concept of death. That,
Yeah.
like, death is never the
It starts.
final word.
Yeah, it starts with
Yeah.
a very lonely, but then
That's
it's like
deep,
that's
dude.
it. Yeah,
I love
that.
And would you like listen to it on repeat, like over and over again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could listen to like all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
I
still
feel
think
like that is like, that speaks to me really deeply of like, when you're in moments of depression,
Yeah.
like having something to like grab onto.
Yes.
And often for me also, it is like a song
Yeah.
that I'll just leave on
Yeah.
repeat. And for a while, my, like, It's a Really Bad Day, I'm just listening to the same song over and over again, is No Kids by the Mountain Goats. Do you guys know that song? Oh, man.
Don't know.
It's nasty and angry, and it's really not very melodic at all, and wow, there's like a lot of jangle in the guitar, and like he's kind of just yelling, and I love a song where there's no technique. I love a song where it's all emotion. Like, I feel like there's a lot of release in that.
Yes.
And he's talking about his divorce, and he's talking, and he's like, I hope that I hope I never get sober. I hope that this whole town goes up in flames. I hope that I hope that you lie to your friends and say that I was good, and I hope I lie to my friends and say you were nice. Like, it's angry, but in that anger, there's like so much honesty.
That
You
is
know,
so true.
it's like all the
Yeah.
things that you want to say, but you can't say, and so you're just listening.
And we think we can't because as you're talking, I mean, it sounds so raw, and I can imagine some people listening going, "Oh my gosh, those lyrics are crazy." But
Yeah.
if you look at the Psalms in the scriptures,
Mm.
I mean, some of them are filled with all sorts of angry laments that have quite graphic, shocking words. Yeah, so that's interesting.
That is, thanks. Wow. That's really great. Yeah, no, you're right. That's beautiful.
I think that, you know, I have to, like, do my little, we were talking about Indigo Girls, and I can't, like, leave this this recording without talking about Closer to Fine, because there's so many songs at different periods in my life that I think would be a theme song depending on what I'm going through. But Indigo Girls, Closer to Fine has probably been like the rock through so much of my life, because it is just tied with the memories of college and seminary and friends and all kinds of stuff. But if you know the lyrics, they're just this beautiful message of life being a journey, and it's just good stuff.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I love it. She's talking about all the people that she like went to looking for answers, but it's like, I don't know, they're not there.
I'm trying to tell you something about my life.
Yeah.
So.